Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I totally forgot what I usually like to do for session ones is hide everyone's portraits until you guys show the heck up. So I'm just gonna boop, boop, boop. I'm hiding everyone's portraits.
Last minute adjustments?
As we slowly introduce you guys into the game world. I will be revealing not only the art that you guys have, but also your Discord reaction images, so we can all get real, just get all the surprises out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Delightful.
I thought you said the Wi-Fi, and I was like, yeah,
the Wi-Fi.
What is it?
What's the Wi-Fi password?
the Wi-Fi. Let's swap screens. Boom. Yes, very good. It's just me. I'm here, and you guys are over in Colkirk. So, hold up. So we're doing good. So how is everyone doing? More importantly, Momo, how are you doing?
Damn.
All right, excellent. This is Asmodia after all, which means you're going. It's hard mode, including social interactions. So there we go.
Hardmodia, if you will.
Hardmodia. Naomi, how are you doing? Naomi,
well, I'm phenomenal, thank you. I had a lot of ground beef today, and then I.
What does that mean? Did you prepare it a certain way, or did you just cook a bunch of ground beef and threw it in a bowl?
Well, first I chugged some whipping cream, then I blended it and made my own butter, and then I cooked the ground beef in that butter that I just made, and it was really good.
I also love just eating ground beef straight from the box.
Jesus!
I just imagined you baby birding like whipped cream and
Stop!
It made me awful.
Stop! All of you. Why can't I? 5 groups. 5 groups. All of them cursed. I just want one group where we don't get into cursed food conversation. I got Juniper and Pipe Dreamers talking about eating frozen eggs, and now here you are. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the weirdest thing you've heard all day. I don't want to hear it.
That's just gross. Oh my god.
Ground beef with frozen eggs.
Dude,
Wait, why frozen
Chugging
eggs?
whipping
I don't know.
Wait, do you mean like the only context in which I know of frozen eggs is either like frozen egg bites or like frozen like eggs, you know, like IV, like, you know.
I did inquire. I did.
Oh my god, did you think those?
I did 0 inquiries. I've got a group that constantly talks about shitting at a fucking Barnes and Noble. There's nothing.
Milton once told me a story about egg. And
Hey babe, are you okay? You haven't touched your frozen eggs today.
Touched your frozen eggs, babe.
I mean, maybe, you know, between a couple of vampires or something that makes sense.
Let me pull up my notes. I'm killing this party session 1. I'm pulling up my notes.
Let me live. Oh, wow, our ship crashed already. Fantastic.
God damn, the city blew up. That was fucking weird. Good thing we all spent. Glad we all spent all that money in preparing everything just to blow up session 1.
That was fun, guys.
That was great. Good shit. Good shit.
Know, it will be a pretty
having me.
corpse though, so it's okay. It's worth it.
Oh my God. Well, I know we're all excited and nervous. You guys wanna rip off the Band-Aid and begin this sucker?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Just devolved furious for about 2 seconds.
I don't even know.
Just feral.
What's happening?
Take the egg, homie. Jesus. Talk in the background.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna actually die.
Was that
That's
a real
perfect.
dog or was that a Bloodyfaster dog?
No,
Oh my god! No, it was
it's
not me this time.
Oh, okay.
This time.
This time.
I think that might have been. I think that might have been the Momo pup. The Momo puppers. I think.
What do you mean? I don't own dogs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
You own dog.
All right. Oh, how do we begin this? Okay, this is always the most exciting and nerve-wracking part of me is beginning a campaign because this is gonna set the mood for the entire campaign. So it's all on me. Let's okay. There it is. Oh, by the way, before I start any session, like right when I'm about to start, I get belchy. Don't know why. Every fucking session before I start, I get a little belchy. And
Oh my god, I just burped.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Don't
Oh
know
my
why.
You belch the alphabet?
It's okay.
Don't know why. I mean, I
It's all
could,
good.
but I'm not
Also
going.
anxiety. That's.
Is that what it is? Is it an
Yes, I
anxiety
get it
belch?
too.
Have you been drinking a lot of water?
Really? Have I been drinking a lot of water?
Or just like, have you been like nervously swallowing a lot, you know, and then you swallow air?
Maybe. I don't know. I
I
haven't
don't
really.
know.
I haven't
Is that a
looked at
thing?
it.
Should I not?
You tasted air recently?
Should I be aware? Oh my god.
I
I'm
think
aware.
so. I think so. All right.
I don't like
Sir, have you been abusing air?
Have you been?
Have you
using
been?
air?
I don't
90s
use
commercial
air.
for air. All right. Let's get started with Into the Shadows Breach. As we know from the story that I've told you guys from Session 0, this is about 5 Shadowhunter apprentices who are tasked with journeying to the Shadows Breach and fight against a gatekeeper. They must journey to the Shadow Steps and meet with the Warden, a changeling by the name of Vok, who will then task them with the gatekeeper they need to kill. And this is sort of the preface of why you guys are here, what you're doing. This is knowledge that each of your characters already have going into this session. And the reason why is because today will be your, well, I suppose your first and only celebration before you as a group will venture out over to the east, to the Shadow Steps, and eventually reach the Shadow Breach to earn your full commission. So allow me to set the scene for you. So the quiet city of the quiet city of Colkirk is a normally solemn place. It's hold on one second. I think someone I'm gonna scream real loud. Ah! Oh, ah! 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 No, someone's mic is picking me up. Someone's mic is like, let's see. So I scream trying to figure out who it was out of all of you, and it's not. It didn't work. It's not picking me up. Anyways, all right.
Oh, kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, I sound like everyone's screaming out loud. The voices. All right. The quiet city of Colkirk, a normally solemn place, is filled with a buzz, or at least what would be considered one in the Ark of Asmodia. Since within its grand hall, a celebration of Sentinels is taking place for 2 momentous occasions. The first, a crusade of shadow hunters has formed for purpose unknown, going on some kind of offensive. And second, the farewell dinner tasked to 5 eager shadow hunter apprentices who will get to enjoy the best civilization has to offer before being sent out to the southern gate breach's danger. The Grand Hall itself is probably the warmest area of Colkirk, outside the Church of Hio. The hall is currently filled with the pious hunters of the Sentinels, eating and drinking their fill of Asmodian potato stew and meat that has been aged for 30 days, some of the finest meals the Sentinels have to offer, for today is a day of momentous celebration. The ranks of the Sentinels may potentially increase, no small feat when the job to dedicate your livelihood to the ruins of Asmodia has always been a hard point to sell. Sitting at the front is the marshal of the marshal and sort of your leader, this lovely little dwarf over here. Sitting at the front is the marshal of Colkirk. and the Sentinels' representation of the Southern Gate Breach, Johann Hammerbelt, a proud mountain dwarf that has been with the Sentinels, some say longer than some shadow hunters have been alive. The hall is filled with jubilation as everyone drinks down their shadow's grog, a strange mixture of shadow hops and potatoes grown from Colkirk, kind of almost like a potato vodka. It has a smooth taste, but can get you drunk real quick if you're not careful. At the middle table in front of the leader's dining area is part of the reason for the celebration. The 5 apprentices who are ready to earn their full commission. And this is where I need everyone to roll a 20-sided dice. You can, to do that, you can, there it is. /roll space 1d20. There will also, I think, be a dice icon ready for you if you want to go ahead and press that. The highest one gets to speak first. Hey, there we go. So, Naomi, why don't you introduce yourself and the character you will be playing?
Oh wow! Oh god!
Oh god! she's dead.
I don't like going first. Let's choose for mine. All right, so, well, the introduction has to start with a little setting of the scene after your setting of the scene, because what you actually see when you look at Vizika Larskin over here is that she's siphoning some of this shadow grog into her own little pouch on the side and is like,
Oh, I'm gonna save this for later. It's so delicious. What's everyone looking at me for? Did I do something wrong?
What's your character's name?
Her name is, my name is Vizika Larskin. I'm a Rackling monk. If you couldn't tell, the way of the drunken master, that's my thing. I'm 33 years old, but you can't tell when you look at me, can you? Yeah, just like when I was a youngin'. Hello.
So you're just
I'm here to,
go on.
I'm here to eat good food and drink good drink and maybe make some money while I'm at it.
Well, you've picked the right profession, as the Sentinels pays well. All you need to do is risk your life to face off against dire fiends that come from the Shadows Breach. You begin
Well, that's
to.
okay. I thought I was gonna die so many times over my lifetime. That's fine. I'm used to it.
So you're just like every time you're getting served this grog, you're just pouring it into your container to the side.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just kind of doing a little pour there. All right.
Siphoning it off, saving it for later.
And Naomi, did you want to introduce yourself and tell people what you're about?
Hello, I'm
Voice switch.
Naomi. Very nice to meet you all. I've been a streamer for about 7 years, but not really because I've been sick a lot, and here I am playing good D&D. I love roleplay.
That's
the spice of life.
That's Naomi's actual voice. Yeah. I
Yes,
remember that.
and Brett is excellent at what he does, so I'm very honored to be here today.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, I need everyone to roll another d20. Besides Naomi. Naomi's out.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting you guys comfortable with the interface. Ah, yes. Ah, yeah! Let's go! Momo, why don't you introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing?
Sure, run away.
By the way, I think you're muted, Momo. I don't know if you've
Right.
Everyone's dying. Oh no.
Oh god, that's even worse. I was talking and everything. Hi, I'm Momo. I play games and do things for.
You got this.
For my living? God, what the fuck am I saying?
You're doing great. Just one step at a time. You got this. You got
Oh my God,
this.
this is so relatable.
And I just try to make it so people have a good time and enjoy their day. I will be playing. I will be playing Cheats. She is a Ionian human. Who
You got this.
who enjoys recreational activities and
Nice.
running very fast.
Johan stands up and points over at Cheats. This one enjoys recreational activities and running really fast. Here. Takes a dip, big glug, big glug out of their drink. All right. Good job, Momo. Good job. Let's go ahead and everyone roll a d20 again. Bloody.
Oh la la.
It's your
Oh
turn.
la la. It is my turn indeed. Hello.
Why don't introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing?
Well, hello. I am Bloodyfaster, and I also do some things, streaming things for a living. I've been doing that for 6 years now, and I also cosplay. And yeah, I play some D&D sometimes. So here I am. And
Oh my god. Am I just not role-playing correctly? Everyone just has to do a real...
It's a transition, yeah.
Yeah.
The bit that we prepared for. I'm ready now.
Yes, I understand this bit now.
yes, okay. Well, I am Vanya de Basho, and I am a Gloomstalker Ranger. Pleased to meet you.
What would you say Vanya is currently doing? What's Vanya's eating habits look like over at this table of celebration?
This is a very personal question, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Maybe some ground beef.
Oh my god, just
With butter? Some ground beef with some frozen eggs. That's my favorite.
oh my god.
Oh, I hate it.
For the final time, we don't have frozen eggs or ground beef.
Damn it!
Our
What is this place?
Our food supply is very limited. This
I was
ark.
promised a luxurious banquet.
I'm
This is preposterous.
I'm uncertain who promised you that when it's obviously something that we can't give to you.
This place is a mess.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying that for a while. Yeah, and everyone's kind of looking at each other, giving them nods like, yeah, it's pretty terrible here. Yeah, that's why we get paid the big credits. Yeah.
Dude, it's why you're here.
All right. All right, let's see who's next. 2 more D20 rolls, please. Ooh. All right. Well, next up is Crowned. Crowned, why don't you introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing?
Hello. I'm the CrownedDM. I'm also a Twitch streamer. I'm a forever DM that's finally getting a chance to play, thanks to Brett's very generous offer and kindness. I'm also now suddenly very nervous.
I'm not muted. Oh my god.
Did you laugh? Were you trying to laugh in secrecy?
I'm playing Marius, who is probably the most out of place person here, compared to at least Vanya or some of the others. He has this large prosthetic arm that he is currently working on. He's not even eating. He has a sort of spanner that he is working and sort of tightening one of the crystals into his forearm. And he sort of looks up, glances briefly at people, and then just sort of goes back to his work. And I'm playing a armorer artificer.
Yeah, so Johan and the other hunters will be eating, and Johan goes, and of course we cannot forget the brilliant engineer Marius. And Marius is just there, just kind of like working on their arm. I don't think even responding to the announcement of is it Marius or Marius?
Marius.
Marius.
I will say though, when the marshal does talk, or like at least recognize him, he does pay his full attention. He definitely respects authority.
And he just goes, Marius, who's working on an arm, I believe, of some kind. Hey, Marius, what are you working on?
I'm ensuring that my thunder gauntlets are prepared for our travel outwards.
Absolutely phenomenal. Have you worked with the maneuver arm smith yet? Someone who might be able to assist you with that, or is this a project you're working on your own?
A side project, Marshal.
Well, very well then. And then another big sip of grog. And then everyone else, Lobos, go and roll D20.
Oh, cool.
Just want to see what you roll.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
That's my highest roll tonight.
You can play now. Lobos, why don't you introduce yourself with the character that you'll be playing?
Hi, I'm Lobosjr, and I stream on Twitch also, and I've been doing that for too long, but I like it, so I'm going to keep doing it too. So, but this is a lot of fun. Yeah, and let's see, my character is Gareth Steelfist. It's a very cool last name. He's very proud of it. But it's kind of funny because he actually has he uses a gauntlet because his weapon is a big maul, which is actually the shaft of it is a blade, which turns into a sword and shield. So he needs that gauntlet in order to grasp it and get a good grip on it. But yeah, my name's Gareth, and I'm really drunk, but I'm having a good time. So I appreciate you all being here.
Everyone just kind of cheers immediately. Johan points over and says, "This is Gareth. Be careful now. You're leaving on a glorious adventure tomorrow. Maybe not get too smashed, yes?"
Well, I see that as reason to get even all the more smashed. Cheers!
Yeah! Everyone cheers, and you'll just you'll just see Johan just kind of like shake his head a little bit and just says, "I hope he's not blasted me when he goes out there." All right. So yeah, before you on your table is 4 wooden bowls filled with potato stew that has been made from the potato fields of Colkirk. And also an aged slab of meat to try and add some flavor. You see the livestock here over in all of Asmodia, especially closer to the breach, doesn't really have the dense protein and flavors that you may be used to over at the main arcs. Because of that, the Sentinels will tend to age the meat when there is not a food shortage for a bit of celebration as what is happening here. You see, as I mentioned before, shadow hunters are few and far between, and even though that you guys will be paid well upon earning your commission and paid even more upon your retirement, for whatever reason, shape and form, whatever backgrounds you all came from, you arrived here in the Ark of Asmodia, whether it is to earn fame, fortune, glory, or some other internal deep reason that may not be for the usual default fares. And you all are celebrating with a well-fed meal, including warm liquor to help you forget about the unfortunate life of the Southern Gate breach. I'll kind of like go around a little bit. Cheats, are you eating or drinking at all? What would Cheats be doing?
So Cheats would be most likely sprawled out on a chair with her feet propped up on the table. And she would be idly spinning this vial look with 2 caps on each end of yellowish liquid, as she just has this huge like piece of meat or something that was prepared in her left hand, and is like looking at it and then looking back at the vial and looking at it and looking back at the vial. So she's just not eating, but she's got food in her hand with intention. But she's very twitchy, probably, so her feet would be, you know, bouncing around as she's sitting there, just
back and forth.
Yeah, enjoying the festivities, if you will.
Okay. Yeah, and Gareth, what are you doing? Like, what's your typical demeanor when eating?
Well, every plate of food they put in front of me almost instantly disappears. Gareth is scarfing it down, whether food or drink, and, you know, challenging people to drinking contests. He's just going ham.
Absolutely, and I think the hunters would take part in that. There are a few times for celebrations such as this, but when there is, the hunters, the sentinels, tend to go pretty hard, because a lot of it is patrol, making sure that the shadow fiends, the devils, are kept back. It's a lot of work and no play, so this is one of the few times play gets to be involved. Marius, are you eating at all, and if so, how would you go about doing that? Or are you just meticulously working on your thunder gauntlets?
There are few moments where he actually does eat, but it's very quick, and it's like it's not trying to eat the soup. It's like eating anything that's solid. There'd be a small portion of the bottom of his helmet that would slide down, and he would take a bite, and then it would slide back up. As part of like the armor or bonus action, being able to don or doff your helmet. And then he just sort of continues working, sort of affixing crystals, and people would hear this sort of subtle hum that comes from his fist and forearm.
Okay. And then just as continuing around, Vanya, how are you like eating your food or drinking your drink? Like, what's your general demeanor the evening before your grand adventure?
So Vanya is propped up against a wall. Like, she's sitting sideways on a chair, but, you know, back against a wall, just kind of not making eye contact with anyone, just looking just ahead, and having a drink in hand, kind of, you know, having some food on the table and maybe picking some food once in a while, but mostly drinking.
Okay. Is Vanya trying to make any effort to, is she overindulging, or is she trying to keep her wits about her?
No, she's not, because she's not really a fan of the food or the drink. So she's kind of like, you know, doing it because there's nothing better, but also she's not really enjoying it.
Okay. And then Vizika. That's how is that how I pronounce your name?
Yep.
Vizika? Okay, excellent. How are you eating and drinking and consuming? I know you're saying that you're trying to save the grog for later, as you're like feeling it in a pouch.
About half of it. You know, she's taking all they'll give her, basically. You know, if they refill her cup, she's drinking half and pouring half away. And she's really short, you know, being a rackling, so she's standing up on her chair, and like her little feet are kind of happily tippy tapping whenever she takes a sip, and she's also quite hungry, so she's kind of like smashing her face in her plate and like, whoa, this is so delicious. She looks over at Vanya and is like, are you gonna eat that? You don't really seem to be eating that. Are you gonna eat that? Hello? Vanya was your name?
Yes.
Are you gonna eat that?
Probably later. Do you want it?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Oh my God.
Johan looks over and it's like, Zika, we can give you seconds. We have plenty in the food stocks.
Oh, really? Oh, I mean, I'll take thirds.
That's all right. Vanya, did you want anything? He points over to Vanya.
Yes. Is there any, like, maybe better liquor or food?
She wants better liquor, and everyone just kind of gives that a hearty chuckle. I'm sorry, my friend. Our supplies are very limited in choice. We specifically made this one because it gets the job done. It doesn't taste good, but it'll definitely kick your ass.
Hey, Vanya. Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Vizika holds
Yes.
out a very small flask and is like,
Try this.
What is this?
I made it.
it's like a. I haven't thought about what it is yet, but it tastes good, okay?
Vanya just drank the whole thing. She just chugged it. I don't know what that was, but that was the best damn thing I've put in my mouth in a very long time. Thank you.
I'm gonna make
You're
a fate.
welcome.
I'm gonna make a fate roll. All right.
Oh,
So as you, by the way, just so you guys are aware, occasionally I'll just let dice decide whether something good or bad happens to you. If I roll below a 10, that means something bad's about to happen. If I roll 10 or higher, that means something good happens. As you take a drink, there's a brief moment where you start to get a little lightheaded as it just all hits you at once, and then as if it all just dropped down right there within your head, you start to feel good. You feel real good as a little tipsiness takes over, but you're still in full control of your facilities.
Woo-hoo, baby! This is good.
And by the way,
Do you have any more?
By the way, Vizika, your one stash of that has been completely consumed by Vanya.
No, I don't.
I thought you were like, no, it wasn't.
No, Dungeon Master, I say it didn't.
Oh, I think she's saying like, no, I don't have any more. Like specifically like, no, I don't have any more.
If you ever get any, don't forget about me.
I won't forget about you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
So, as each of you are sitting down, celebrating and drinking, the door will kick open. As you will see the leader of the hunting party that is going on the crusade walks in. He is a Lycan, which means he is sort of a werewolf that has more control over his shape and form, and kind of has turned into this permanent hybrid combination between the strength of a werewolf with the mental capabilities of a mortal. And he'll just sort of walk in, and everyone will give a loud cheer. The cheering will become louder, and the celebrations of the Shadow apprentices, as a Lycan Shadow Hunter by the name of Mikhail Lebrant will walk in. A Lycan with purpose, he walks in triumphantly, filling a cold marble mug with Shadow Grog, and taking a huge gulp in jubilation. Quickly, Shadow Hunters gather around Mikhail, exquisite of this secret mission that he's been tasked. You'll see Mikhail give a glance over to Johan as people continue to ask and inquire, of exactly where Mikhail's hunting party will go. And he'll just kind of he'll look over at Johan with this sort of sly grin, like come on, give the people something. Come on, it doesn't have to be that big of a secret. Come on, just kind of that grin look. And yeah, so his fangs kind of grin wide as if awaiting the announcement, the purpose of his departure. And you'll just see Johan just before he gives a wry smile, and he stands up and he just sort of bangs the cold marble mug at the table to get everyone's attention. Fellow hunters, a great power has surfaced here at the southern gate breach, and some scholars theorize that, unbelievably so, it may be a Lord of Shadow that is now roaming upon our lands. The celebration goes silent as everyone turns to the front. The last time a Lord of Shadow was present was over 1,000 years ago at the Great Shadow War, when the breach was first formed and Io was plagued by 3 Lords of Shadow, Ashura, Jublex, and the one who ruled over all, Asmodeus. The appearance of a Lord of Shadow could be huge, giving great purpose to the Shadow Hunters, something that the budget is consistently being cut back from the Ionian Senate. And as everyone just kind of like begins to look around and mutter a little bit, you do see a little bit of fear in some of the hunters' eyes, but most of them you kind of see a little bit of excitement, as this could really put some hunters onto the map. This could really be something, a story that could be written where heroes are born. You'll just see Johan continue. Of course, this is just the beginning of our investigations. It's unsure or even unlikely a Lord of Shadow would have left the breach without us knowing. But we want to ensure the source of darkness is sought out and vanquished, Lord or no. It's at this point you're just gonna see Mikhail hop on your table, like your guys' table. He just kind of like just hops on there, standing proud. He'll hop on your. He gives another toothy grin as he looks around at all of you, and he goes, "Well, that's why we need more hunters like you, fledglings. I hope you'll be able to join me on the battlefield, and not as fertilized soils beneath my feet." As he kind of gives like a joyful laugh at the 5 of you.
Gareth is gonna raise his mug and say, "Huzzah!"
You see, and then I think at that point, Mikhail's gonna lean down and grab the mug that Vanya is not drinking whatsoever, and lift it up immediately and be like, "Huzzah!" and just takes the big glug, finishing it, and then slamming the mug right in front of Vanya. And everyone lets out a loud cheer. Vanya, do you respond to this at all?
I do. Vanya will look at him and say, "Nice hat, but don't you ever touch my things without my permission again."
He'll hold his hands up and says, "I'm sorry about that. You didn't seem like you were drinking it. I could hear your complaints from a mile away. Perhaps I can make it up to you?"
Perhaps.
He will open up his jacket and pull out a small tin flask, and he just goes, "I was hoping to keep this while I was on the road, but I suppose apologies are in order. Here. I call it beast blood." And he hands it over to you.
Oh. And what that might do.
You say what that might do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He goes, "It's just a little name that I gave it. I found an old ale cask, probably over 1,000 years old, over in some ruins to the north. I've taken little sips here and there. It will definitely warm your stomach."
We'll see. Apology accepted. And I'll just put it in my pocket.
He gives this sort of like dramatic bow over to you as you accept the apology. And he says, "You have my eternal gratitude." And then he stands back up. He's standing on your table, by the way, just kind of patrolling around and making sure not to step on everyone's food. I don't know if there is, if any of you guys are doing anything or responding to him in any way, but that you have your opportunity to interact with them.
Does he have a proper title?
He's just Hunter.
Hunter, gotcha.
Yeah, Hunter is the full rank that you earn when you earn your commission.
I love him.
Gareth is gonna go over to Vanya and just say, "Holy shit, that's awesome! Are you gonna try any?"
Maybe so.
If you don't, I will. I'm really
Me
intrigued.
too. Haven't you had enough?
You better, he'll just go, "You better hurry, Vanya. It seems other people are clamoring at the bit."
I've never heard of beast blood. That sounds amazing.
Everything sounds amazing to you.
Wow.
You've just been eating and drinking anything in front of
I've had
you.
this stuff my whole life, but I never heard of beast blood.
Mikhail will hop down from the table and just put an arm right around Gareth and say, hey now, don't be yelling at my mate. He likes to try new things. It's probably why he joined to being a shadow hunter. Isn't that right, Gareth?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Well, and then he opens up his jacket. He's like, "Then I have a gift for you." Oh, wait. Then he begins to like pat his jacket around a little bit before it goes, "Oh yes, the flask. I already gave it to her. I don't have anything for you, my friend."
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, gods. I will take a sip. Vanya takes a little sip, and then she just puts the cap back on and throws it over at Gareth.
I'm so generous.
Here, catch!
Do I need to roll to catch?
No, you don't. You can just catch it.
Gareth catches it. Well, how is it?
As you take a sip, it's what's the best way to describe this? As you take a sip, it's viscous and almost solid, almost as if you are drinking blood. It has a really sharp taste to your mouth and leaves a strong aftertaste. I would say it's probably close to like a Jaeger, like a shot of Jaeger is the best way to describe it. It kind of has this licorice taste to it, but also tastes a little bit spoiled. As suggested by Mikhail, this was something that was found in a cask somewhere, off in some ruins. And if it definitely is like Asmodean alcohol before the entire kingdom was sacrificed at the ritual before the creation of the breach, it has not aged well, and kind of gives you it's a strong kick, so much so I would say I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Vaughn.
Ooh. Marius was gonna ask for a sip, but seeing Gareth's reaction, he just goes back to work.
God, I need to roll for it.
Yep, so when you select your token, you can do it through the character sheet, but you'll all notice in the bottom left-hand corner, a hot bar should pop up. You'll look for the button that says Saves, mouse over it, and then press Constitution. If you can't find it, I will give you another direction of where you can find this.
Okay, tell me once more. Okay, I'm on my character sheet.
So, on your character sheet, you can go to your Attributes tab, and you see Strength, Dexterity, Constitution.
Right.
Select the Constitution. It'll ask you what kind of check, ability check, or saving throw, and then you'll click saving throw.
All right.
There it is. So as you take the sip, your stomach just sort of drops as like a heavy stone has been put into it. But your constitution is strong. You digest it and instead of being poisoned from the effect, you get a very, very heavy buzz. And now that sudden hit from the alcohol that Vizika gave you has now kind of like mellowed out a little bit from the beast blood.
Holy crap!
Is that good?
This is...
Let me have a taste.
Oh, me too.
Yes, all of you should have a taste. You just see that toothy grin. Who's taking sips from the flask?
Zeke will do it wholeheartedly.
Well, Gareth is gonna wait for Vanya to give the okay because he's scared now of her a little bit.
Vizika, are you reaching up for the flask?
Yeah, she's like reaching. She's gotten off of her chair and she's reaching up at Gareth like, give it here.
Vanya, do you give the flask to Vizika?
Vanya does not have the flask anymore.
Yeah, Gareth has
gave it to Gareth. Oh, my apologies.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, at you.
Gareth is gonna take a sip then.
All right. Go ahead. It's the same thing I described before. You just kind of like just this thick syrup goes down your throat. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Hey, and the same effect. You kind of get this mellow buzz that immediately takes you over, but you manage to it subsides a little bit of it. And Mikhail kind of looks a little surprised and say, "Oh, all right then. It seems you guys got some strong stuff. Hey, let the Rackling try it."
Oh, this stuff is great.
Can I please?
Are you on the table now?
Has climbed up on the table right in front of Gareth, both paws out.
Please.
Yeah, I'll hand it to Vizika and also just kind of like wave over Cheats and be like, "You gotta try this stuff. It's great."
Vizika takes a big glug.
The same description. As you just feel like your cheeks burning at this hot syrup before it goes down.
Both pairs of cheeks burning.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Gut work here, yes?
Yes, it would. You would roll this Constitution save at advantage.
How do I roll with advantage? Just 2 rolls?
Shift
or
click.
Is there a button?
Shift click.
Shift click. All right.
Also, there it is. Also, if I ever ask you to roll advantage and you roll and you don't roll advantage or disadvantage, you don't have to re-roll. I'll take care of it for you. But you did roll an 18. So the same thing. You just kind of just feel as it goes down your throat, almost as if you ate something extremely spicy. You kind of get that high for a little bit, but you know the next day you're probably gonna regret it.
Well, that tastes great. So interesting.
Well, all right then. Well, that's very impressive. Mikhail will say to the rest of you, and just be like, and will say, "I've known many fledgling hunters who take a sip of the beast blood, and they can't hold their own, and yet it seems to have empowered you somehow. I hope I have a chance to fight with you at the battlefield someday." And he'll
I would hope so too.
Yeah, he'll.
That sounds great.
He'll give you guys a nod over there. The door will kick open again, as you will see this sort of master of arms, specifically the maneuver armsmith, will walk in. A goblin engineer by the name of Cheadle will sort of like hobble in a little bit. He kind of climbs over the stairs and he whispers over to Johan, and then points over at your table, and he'll nod. And yeah, so hold on one second. And
damn,
you'll watch Johan's
on that guy.
Yeah, you'll see Johan's eyes open wide with excitement before turning. He's like, yes, apprentices, do me a favor and go ahead and join Master Cheadle at the forge. And Cheadle will walk over to you all, and he'll just say, "It's ready." And by it, you know exactly what that means. Your maneuver arms that you guys had requested for in the specific format is ready at the forge. And he goes, "Come on now."
Marius is the first one up.
Gareth is the second one, right behind Marius.
Cheats is kind of like splayed over the back of her chair, like eyes in a daze. She's kind of just like completely out of it.
You just see Cheadle go, "Hey, Cheats, come on now, wake up."
She kind of like springs forward, like, and leans over her like legs as her two different sized prosthetic mechanical legs will fall off of the table and kind of like thud onto the ground as she's like she like rises like a zombie and like stretches upward.
"Have you been taking a hit of the liquid again?"
You know, a lot less than I probably should be. And she'll stretch upward. And just all these like bones pop up through her, like her arms and her elbows and her wrists.
And Cheetle will just kind of shake his head. And he's like, all right then. Come on. You too, Vizika.
Oh, okay.
And she kind of hops off the table and pitter-patters behind them.
As Marius turns to leave, he does turn to Mikhail and sort of offers that clawed prosthetic hand to shake.
I do hope that eventually we can fight side by side.
Well, I'm sure we will. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Now, head over to the forge. I'm sure you're especially going to be excited about this.
It's a very enthusiastic nod despite lacking facial expressions, and he does give chase.
That seems to be an enthusiastic nod. Yeah, so as you guys will walk over through the Grand Hall, you'll start to descend down underneath the earth where the maneuver forge is located. The temperature shift is always shocking as you walk into the open forge. There, many artificers and engineers work on new weapon designs. A joy can be found in their work as they all toil away, creating parts to make advanced weaponry known as maneuver arms. All right, then. I went ahead and took all of your orders, and needless to say, it's all done. We've done the best that we can here, and I'm very impressed with how our artificers handled your maneuver arms. All right, then. So we'll, let's see. What do I have first? Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys all roll a d20 again. This will be the only time that you roll. As Cheetle begins to, like, just look around a little bit for everything. Ooh, Gareth, one off. Ooh. And ooh, okay. All right, then. So the first thing here, and you'll just watch as Cheetle will pull out this rather large quarterstaff. It seems to be like it has these sort of like knobs on both sides of it, except the knob is only on one side of the staff. The other one is completely open, and he will go over and hand Vizika this staff, and then kind of give the top, and said, "All right, Vizika, to your specifications. We made sure to make the quarterstaff hollow so that you can put," he checks his notes, "a copious amount of alcohol into it. Simply fill it up with the staff. It should add a bit of balance and a bit of weight. Place the top over here, and then you'll notice right here," and he just moves over the quarterstaff to the side. You'll see that there is a small sort of like raised button. And he says, "When you go in for the attack, press that button. It'll provide a sort of deadly spray that should slow down your enemies. Not to worry, we've made sure the engineering within the quarterstaff weaponizes the alcohol that's inside. Unfortunately, it does take out the whole thing, so you will need to use more alcohol to place that in. Perhaps we could update it later so that each attack uses less alcohol. But that's gonna go ahead and be a project for another time. Here." And then just hands over that.
Thank you. It's like way taller than her, so she kind of stumbles with it at first. Like, oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Question.
Yes.
Can I fill it with the shadow grog that I was siphoning off?
Yes, you can. You, in fact, have enough grog from what you've been gathering to give it one fill.
Well, then I'm going to do just that.
You just start taking all these like small leather skins you've been slowly filling up over and over and over until it just you slowly pour it in. You'll see Cheetle just be like, "All right then," and then turn over to Gareth, and he says, All right then, Gareth, your weapon made more sense. And he'll pull out of a box this rather large sort of maul, and we'll hand it over to you, and say, just as you specified, by pressing the button over there at the hilt, you'll be able to detach the hilt from the blunt weapon of the hammer. From there, you'll notice, and then he kind of like turns the whole hammer around as you see these two straps attached to one of the sides. You'll be able to use that as a shield, and that one will make an effective longsword, just as you specified.
Oh, holy shit. I don't suppose there's any way I could get the that alcohol that she's got going, huh?
It turns over and it's just like, well, her weapon didn't come with the alcohol. It came with an alcohol opening. Did you want a flask holder or something?
No, it's fine. But no, it's great. It looks great. It's awesome. I can't wait to smash things with this. I'm super amped. Thank you!
Please don't tell me that you're complaining because there's an alcohol holder.
I'm not complaining. No. I'm very gracious for your time and effort. Thank you so much!
All right. Take it easy now.
Gareth
Vanya!
is gonna fist bump Vezika. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not giving you any of my grog, though. Sorry, I need it all.
It's all right.
And he just goes, Vanya! I've went ahead and made your halberd to your specifications. And you'll see as Cheadle will pull up this huge glaive, and you'll notice over on the bottom, underneath the curvature of the blade, it seems as if a tiny rifle has been strapped to it. And he'll state, "This is a pretty straightforward weapon, but it goes ahead and fulfills your requirements. The curved edge of the glaive there will make for a very formidable melee weapon. Your rifle attachment that's there uses iron spikes. We went ahead and manufactured a bunch for you, so you should be able to use it. But do keep in mind that your rifle does have limited ammunition. I also want to go ahead and add a little something special, since you seem to be the only one with a firearm. So Cheadle will present with you not only the rifle glaive, but hand you 20 iron spikes. He then hands over 5 spikes that seem to be coated in silver.
Ooh.
As I'm sure you know, a lot of creatures here are resistant to simple weapons. This, however, will pierce those resistances, but more importantly, make it so that your martial weapons will work at full effectiveness. You have a very important job in your adventuring group, so make sure to decide and choose when you use the silver bullets, the silver spikes, if you will."
Vanya will just take her hand and kind of like caress the weapon, the glaive, like its whole length, while maintaining eye contact with the goblin.
No.
And at the end, she reaches a blade and she'll say, "Yes, I can tell this weapon is going to be simply irresistible, isn't it? Thank you."
Cheadle will go ahead and give a gracious nod. I need Marius and I need Cheats to roll a d20 again. All right. Cheadle will go. Will lean over, opening another box, and pulls out a massive maul. This one seems to be a bit more of a heftier size than the maul that was handed over to Gareth, as even Cheadle struggles. He's like, "Relax there, you don't have to have the biggest weapon, now do you?"
Oh, well, no, I guess not. It's a good one, though.
Yeah, all right then. And then just hands over this massive maul over to Marius. As you've requested to your specifications, it is indeed filled with explosives.
There is this this very slow nod, the other hand coming out to sort of easily heft it up onto his shoulder in that singular motion.
You honor me, Master Cheetle. Thank you.
You'll see as Cheetle will sort of like take this multi-tool and unscrew a couple of parts within the hammer, as you'll see two of the compartments in the main maul, like the blunt end of the maul, kind of like pop open, where you'll see these glowing orangish red shards that glow a bright hue, the same hue as the lava of the forge. He'll mention, yes. So to do that, we went ahead and included some blast shards into the maul. It should have plenty of kick for your journey, and plenty of kick that'll work for your journey on your way back. But after you're done with it, you'll need to bring it back here so that we can recharge the shards. You can't just use it over and over and over. Eventually, you will burn it out completely, unable to use the blasty blast that you're looking for.
Understood.
And he'll take the multi-tool and seal it back up again. And he says, take good care of it. This is an especially formidable weapon, but you don't want it to backblast upon you. And then Cheetle looks over at Sheets, and you see him just visibly just like shake his head and give out a silent sigh. And he says, and now, Sheets, upon your request. He'll pull out what looks like a metal whip, and it kind of has all these grooves in it, and then hands it over to you, and says, as you requested, you wanted a whip that feeds upon kinetic energy. You'll be fortunate enough to know that the more you run with this whip, the more powerful it gets. The charge is short-lived, however, so make sure that you use it immediately, probably within the same 6 seconds. And then finally, I've been working on this solution you found. And then he'll take out the vials that look similar to the ones that Cheats was kind of holding before, that yellow vials. And we'll go, all right, let me go ahead and see it. Handy, trying to motion the vial over from you, Cheats.
Yeah, when he presents the whip, right? She's got both her hands just like rubbing at the side of this red metal mask that connects to a neck piece. And she's just like half lidded, like rubbing at her little metal cheeks. And she reaches out one hand and just like slumps over, holding the whip in her hand as she's looking down at it. But the moment that he mentions the little vial, she kind of like tilts her head to the side and lifts it up to look at him with these like wide eyes. And her left hand will kind of freely reach down, grabbing an emptier one on her thigh, pulling it up and offering it to him.
He'll take it. He looks at it and shakes his head, and he says, I will advise you once again that this stuff is killing you. I understand
Yeah.
All right. You've heard the warnings before. From my
I could form a book with it by now for the warnings. Just come on.
All right. You do understand this is radioactive, right?
Yeah, and look where we are. I'm not worried about it. Live your life the way it's supposed to be. And she kind of like waves the whip around.
Oh, all right. Very well then. I have been working on the formula that you provided with me. Needless to say, it has been a very ineffective formula that you presented to me. So I went ahead and isolated the compounds that have been mostly killing you and just left you with most of the potent stuff. So he'll throw your vial over into the lava forge and then present you with a new vial. You'll kind of see that the yellow liquid itself is especially more distilled, kind of with a little bubbly effort, and said, this is gonna go ahead and kick your ass like the last one did. It's gonna make you, well, it's gonna make you a bit more speedy, a bit more rushy. But at the same time, and I will warn you again, this will kill you if you keep using it. And then he'll hand it over to you.
As he grabs her vial, she'll kind of like reach out after it, like reactively, like popping her fingers as she pulls it back to restrain herself. And she'll take the vial in her hands like it's like the most holy thing, and she just pulls it to her chest, and she like fake starts to tear up. Oh God, it's the best thing you ever done for me. She like looks at it.
Right. Well, so same as before. They attach it to your side over there. And the fumes will go up into your mask when you use it. You simply have to press the button over there, the one that I made for you at the side of your hip.
Immediately.
Don't you? Okay. So, as you immediately take the hit, the following will happen. You will immediately fall under the effects of haste. The level 3 spell. So you are able to move around and speedy and do all that. However, the moment you take a hit, the radiation will hit. And you immediately take 2 points of radiation damage as it begins to really just begins to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And
her eyes widen huge, and like just her pupils dilate, and she just goes
so after about 10 seconds, the high immediately just kind of subsides. As the hastened effect will also die, you begin to feel a little lethargic, unable to take any actions during this round, just like the haste spell. You'll see Cheet'll point out again and say, "It's a bit of a kick in ass once the effects go down. I suppose I should let you know that you can continue to take hits from this substance to prolong the haste effect, but every time you do, it will slowly kill you. So use it cautiously, and for the god's sake, please don't use it just to balance the lethargy, all right? It will kill you."
She like reaches out, her whip has slid down her forearm, and she takes both his hands in hers, and she's like, "Really, thank you. This is amazing. Thank you." She's like shaking him.
He just kind of watches. He shakes his head a little bit and just like, "All right. And now for the rest of you. I've got more goodies to give you, specifically."
Me?
And then all of you. And he will pull out a small container, and opening it, you will see 5 flasks. And he said, "I went ahead and prepped the Sentinels Flasks for you. You're gonna need this on your journey." And we'll hand each of you a Sentinel Flask, and I will let you know what that does. There it is. All right. So one for Vizika, one for Vanya, one for Marius, one for Gareth, and one for Cheats. So, above board, the Sentinels Flask works like this. You are able to use the Sentinels Flask as a bonus action to essentially spend your hit dice to heal. This allows you to, in the middle of the battle, if you'd like as a bonus action, drink, spend some of your hit dice to heal. Once your hit dice have been spent, just like with short rests, it can't be used again. If you have no other hit dice to spend, drinking it will only heal 1 hit point. And this only works, the hit point effect only works if you're in the initiative count, so just FYI. The flask will regain all of its uses when you complete a long rest. So as a bonus action, you consume from the flask, spending one or more of its charges. When you do this, you can spend 1 hit dice per of charges spent. For each hit dice spent this way, you roll a die and add your Constitution modifier to it. You regain hit points equal to the total. If you consume this flask and do not have any hit dice to spend, the flask heals 1 hit points. You'll just watch as Cheadle continues, and he says, "There's enzymes in the flask that will go ahead and replenish upon dawn. And I have to say this because people seem to forget. Please don't break the flask open in the hopes to drink the enzymes. You'll completely shatter it, and these are very expensive components. Please use them as intended. All right?"
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, sure.
Marius is sort of marveling at the flask.
You'll see as he like side eyes specifically over at Sheets, and it's like, "You gonna break that flask, aren't you?"
She kind of like is twirling it in her fingers like she would her own vials, and she just goes, "Me? I wouldn't dream of it." And she like slips it down onto her thigh belt
Please,
and like bows to him.
please respect that flask like you respect your vials. Again,
Protect it with my life, I will.
again, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are, been given your maneuver arms and then handed over the Sentinel flasks, you'll see as this sort of like this simple town guard of Colkirk walks in, decorated in just this tin helmet and splint mail, as you would see in typical like medieval village fashion, unlike the higher end technology and armors that you would see in the other arcs. They'll give a salute over to Cheadle, and Cheadle just kind of turns around and just goes, "All right, what's this then?" The guard will state, "Master Cheadle, Marshal Johann has requested the apprentices." Cheadle will just sort of like motion the guard away and then motion you guys on and say, "All right, so you all good with your weapons? Got your flasks in hand?" He'll say to all of you.
I mean, it looks nice. I haven't tried it yet.
"Well, if there's any issues, you could always come back here to the forge. We'll go ahead and work on it, okay?"
Poor thing.
Oh, one more thing for you, since I understand that you're leaving here very soon. And he will also give each and every one of you 2 potions of healing for your journey ahead. So, each of you will...
Fantastic. More things to drink.
I love it.
So each of you will be receiving 2 potions of healing. Just so you know, in IO, drinking a potion is a bonus action, but feeding a potion to someone else is an action.
Understood.
Okay. So will you guys follow the town guard back into the Grand Hall?
Indeed. After saying goodbye to Master Cheadle, follow the other the person who had called for us.
Okay.
Yeah, Gareth's gonna keep his maul on his shoulder as he walks up and admiring it.
You guys
Tanya
are...
has the glaive on her back. And just follows as well.
She's kind of like walks like heel to toe, like outstretched, and kind of like bows at him as she walks out the door.
He shakes his head as you're walking by. Fucking druggie. And you just walk out.
See you next time!
You'll arrive over at the Grand Hall. There, you will see the hall itself has pretty much been cleared out this time as hunters return for slumber and other tasks that they have to work with. There, Marshal Johann seems to be comforting a young elvish woman with the hunter Mikhail over at the side. As everyone returns to the Grand Hall, a young, simple woman appears to be in great distress as Johann attempts to comfort her. He notices you all and motions a pause for a moment at you guys, as if to express to you guys to wait. He turns back to the young woman and says, "Madam Ellick, these are the hunters I discussed. We will make a plan and immediately explore your farm in the hopes to find your husband. She will nod before departing the Great Hall. As it kind of watches this, she has a little bit of lifelessness in her eyes, as if she has experienced something very unfortunate.
Can you say her name one more time?
Yes, her name is Elark. Ehlark. And she'll walk by over to you.
What seems to have happened?
As you guys, if you'll go ahead and approach and ask, he'll turn over to you as you approach, and he'll say, he'll nod a bit, and he says, something unfortunate. I understand your departure for the Shadows Breach is tomorrow, but honestly, I feel as though this would be a good opportunity to test your new maneuver arms before you journey forward to the breach. That was Lady Elark Kinhallow. She and her husband live at Kinhallow Farms over to the south, which provides a substantial source of wheat here at Kolkirk. She has informed me that her farm has recently fallen under misfortune. Apparently, one of the Trollbloods have roamed into the area, and it sounds to me it may have dispatched her husband. Either way, a Trollblood so close to Kolkirk is trouble. Shouldn't be too bad from the descriptions. It sounds like one that has been recently turned, poor lad. So, no checks required to know what a Trollblood is, because this is common knowledge over here in the South Breach and Asmodia. A Trollblood is a common threat in Asmodia. There are mortal races who have been cursed by the blood of lower-ranking fiends, transforming them into giant abominations that roam the lands, feasting on the flesh of anything they can find, and eating themselves full until they completely engorge themselves. A sad curse placed upon those unfortunate. And that's what he says. He'll look over to you guys and mention, I know you guys, I know you all will be needing some rest soon, but I was hoping that you would take the opportunity to explore the Kinhallow farm, and if you find a Trollblood, dispatch of it quick post-haste. Would you be willing to take this task?
If our food supply is at risk, of course! How could they take it from us?
I am honored that you thought of us.
I'm ready to go. Let's go!
Let's do this.
Cheats, do you say anything?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just like,
What they said. And she kind of looks like really, like oddly concerned as she's just like standing next to Marius.
Johan will look over at Mikhail. Mikhail gives a nod and said, see, what did I tell you? They're chomping at the bit. They're ready to go. I knew they would. I knew they would accept the task at hand. Johan will give a nod and say, very well then. You'll depart immediately. And Johan will walk out.
I think pretty much as soon as this conversation's happening, like Gareth is just like charging for the exit door and just
like you running out as fast as you can.
He's like, yes, let's go.
Mikhail stays behind if anyone says anything to him.
Hey, that stuff was pretty good. Do you know where we can find some more of it?
Well, I'm sure you'll find some more very soon once you explore the Southern Gate Breach. Ruins like this is all over Asmodia.
Okay, any like distinct markings on the barrels or casks or whatever?
I mean, just you know what a cask looks like, right?
Well, of course.
Just keep your eye out for it.
Okay.
Are they like worth any money or nothing? Just wondering.
I mean,
Cheats.
What? It was an honest question. She kind of like opens her arms out.
Mikhail grins a little bit and says, seeking reward. That's perfect for an adventurer like you. Bring the cast back here. I'm sure someone will purchase it. We do still use credits after all, and I'm sure it'll earn you some favor from some sort of boozy collector, such as me.
Exactly, see? And to build a rapport, that's all.
Mikhail will look down at all of you and say, normally I'd wait for you, just so I could hear how the tale goes at Kin Hallow Farm. But I'm afraid me and the rest of the hunters must depart immediately. We'll be heading over to the north, exploring the ruined gardens. And that's where we understand the source of darkness is from. But once I'm back, let's celebrate. Because I am very certain, confident even, that you will earn your commission. And it would be an honor to hunt with you when you do.
Vanya will look at him and just say, just try not to get yourself killed.
If I get killed, we're all in a world of trouble. I'm one of the best hunters out there. Don't mean to brag, but it's true. What can I say?
Then I wish you all the best. Shadows at your back.
He nods over at you and says, shadows at your back, Marius. And he will leave the Hunter's Hall.
Bye! She kind of like leads and waves at him as he leaves.
Cheats, get yourself some help.
I got all the help I can need! And she like gestures around to everybody here.
This is my help. Looks around at everyone.
Looks around at the alcoholic.
Gareth is outside.
Gareth is already charging.
Taps the side of Marius's armor like ding ding. See?
You just hear from outside, Gareth, where are you going alone? As Gareth's like charging.
He's got northwest.
Marius looks around, sees Garrett's gone. Oh wait.
Let me at him! Yeah, that's the one. All right, so you guys are going. You guys
Does
are gonna.
anybody else require a bathroom break?
What we are just about to take one. Woo!
It's all the booze. It's all about booze.
Almost got one. So you guys will begin your journey over to the south, and we will begin a break. If anyone ever needs to go AFK in the middle of the session, you could right-click your token, and there is an AFK button. Just lets me know that you've gone AFK. Please feel free to get up, use the restroom, get any water in the middle of that, and yeah. So. But we shall step away for a couple of minutes. I will go ahead and mute everything on this side. And yeah, guys, we'll up. Cheats is dead. We'll be back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Holy
fuck.
We'll,
she only went to pee.
She's hitting all the buttons.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Go ahead and stretch and do all your thing. Hello, Ionians. We wouldn't have an IOverse without our Patreon, so I wanted to let you know what we have to offer. By joining our Patreon, you're doing more than just supporting the streamed campaigns of IO. You're also supporting a brand new tabletop startup with IO Publishing and getting great value because of it. Joining gives you immediate access to MP3s of previous sessions, premier access to content featured on the IOverse, including tokens for your virtual tabletops, and early access to music created exclusively for the IOverse. But also, you get access to professionally made 5e content, custom encounters, mechanics, subclasses, and more, available in professionally made digital PDFs for use in your own 5e systems, including the world's greatest role-playing game. Before you decide, why not give it a try? We have free content available, including a map of the shattered planet of Io, and immediate access to our custom Rackling race, along with 4 Rackling lineages, all with beautifully crafted, professionally made art. What are you waiting for? Sign up today at patreon.com/worldofio or type !Patreon in the chat right now to get a link. Thank you to everyone who has supported the Patreon. We'll be right back. Hello, we're back. It's time. We're back, we're live. Hello, everyone. Everyone's dancing. Everyone found the F key and now is dancing. It's a very exciting
Everybody's
time.
kung fu
There's
fighting.
a button for it.
There's a button for it, yeah. Wait, were you not pressing the button before?
No, I was right-clicking and clicking.
Oh, no. You can just press F, click your token, and then F it up. Yuck it up. All right. So, you guys, the current task at hand is heading over to the Kin Hollow farm, where there has been the sighting of a troll blood. heading south from Coldkirk and traveling on the road, simple, I would say, couple of hours, you guys would arrive over in Kinhollow Farm.
Can I do something along the travel?
Absolutely. I was actually about to ask, is there anything that you guys would like to do until then?
Perfect. Can I... Vazika, Vanya, and Gareth, can you guys roll me a D20?
Is this guy backseat DMing? I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. I'm just kidding.
Vanya. There's going to be a moment where yes, I am.
It's my game now.
Where Maria's sort of walking alongside, sort of separating from Cheats to go alongside Vanya. You would see those 3 like glowing lights inside of the helmet sort of narrow momentarily and then focus on you.
Is it at all possible to see your glaive?
For what purpose?
A temporary improvement.
I guess that would be alright. And I'll just give him the glaive.
Taking it for a moment, the prosthetic hand, you would watch as one of the clawed fingers sort of runs itself along the length of the glaive, and then running back, it would embed a small crystal, one of the yellow crystals from his hand. And I'm going to infuse her weapon with... Sorry, give me just a second. Enhanced weapon. So she will make her rolls will now have a +1 to her attack and her damage.
So it counts as a +1 weapon at this point.
Indeed.
Excellent. I will be making the improvements right now. I understand why you asked that.
Indeed. And I'm going to be very selfish. I'm going to use the last infusion that I have to infuse my own armor.
Okay.
And I'm going to give myself enhanced defense to give myself a +1 armor class.
I'm hawking. All right.
My last thing, because I'm a menace,
Oh my
I'm going
God.
to, you would watch as he's walking, the sort of heavy footfalls of this plated individual. You would watch as the crystals along his armor glow and make these hexagon-like patterns over the front of his armor, and I'm going to cast Defensive Field to give myself temporary hit points.
Damn.
Hot damn!
So cool.
Dad?
That's all, Josh. I'm sorry.
Father, why are you apologizing? It's great.
Father figure?
Papa.
So much.
Papa, you're back! Papa!
He's got to milk.
Why did he got to milk? Give me a second. For some reason. Epic. The token's not popping up. I love it. I have to refresh. 1 second, please. Foundry has said no.
I broke everything. I'm sorry.
You didn't break everything. You did great. I literally applied all these updates while you were saying it. It didn't slow anything down. Except now. But that's Foundry being a little stinky poo-poo butt.
Oh my God, imagine being stinky poo poo butt. God.
Stinky poo-poo butt.
Imagine it couldn't be me. Right, guys?
Right, guys? That was beautiful. Right, guys? Stinky poo-poo butt, not me, right? All right. So as you go about and tinker with the various equipments of your party, the journey to Kinhollow Farm continues, unless there's anything else anyone wants to do as you're slowly
Are we
arriving.
walking there?
Yes, you all would be walking there.
Okay.
I think Gareth would see Marius making these enhancements and be like, well, I can do something too. And he's going to use a false life to give himself bonus. Is that a 1 hour effect? I forget.
Let's find out. I think it is.
I think it's 1 hour.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Deception.
You're a really good person. Rolls deception.
I'm not a sneaky poo-poo butt.
Excuse me. Are you a stinky poo-poo butt? No. Rolls deception immediately.
Me? No.
No. My brother in Christ, you got 8 temporary hit points with your false life.
Heck yes.
And yes, it lasts 1 hour.
Nice.
Wow. I have a question.
Yes.
What's the difference between unarmed strike and plus unarmed strike?
Am I a stinky poo-poo butt?
Let's come back to that one.
What's the difference between what and what?
Plus unarmed strike and unarmed strike. I have two
you've got a bonus action for your offhand. So there's that, and that's your offhand, because it says it's a bonus action. One's a bonus action, one's an action. The bonus action is your offhand.
Okay, so the plus is a bonus.
Yeah, I don't know why it's. Okay. I will say this. Yes, plus represents bonus.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you do a cool thing as well, or are you a stinky poop?
No, I just had a question. No, I'm not a stinky poop, but I just had a question.
Name change incoming.
I'm not a stinky poo-poo butt.
I will be a menace and say that the moment we get within proximity of Kinhollow Farms, Marius is going to turn to Cheats and present a small vial.
A bouquet.
And offer it to her.
This will help you move a little bit faster without the use of your poison.
One of her eyebrows will raise as she kind of takes it in her hand and tosses it up a few times.
Please use it.
Oh yeah? And I and she kind of taps her mask with it.
It's why I made it the way it is.
I'm going to cast Longstrider on her.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking
really did
go.
Milk. He did bring the milk. Oh. What color is the liquid?
It is a sort of soft sea
White.
green.
Oh, that clashes with my outfit. Ugh.
Icky, yucky. All right. Your speed increases by 10 feet. Your movement speed is now 50 feet.
You see, she'll lift up one leg and kind of stretch the mechanical little cat-like toes on the bottom of it, and she's like, all right. I mean, I'll try.
Good.
Could I, before we reach the farms, I scope around the area? Because I would like to find a high place from which I could maybe snipe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to roll an investigation check or even a perception check will do.
Whoa!
I see everything!
Oh my god!
I can see your futures! Oh my god!
So because you've been looking around for a specific place, you immediately spot a windmill that is within the Kinhollow farm. That is the highest part of this area. The south breach, or the southern gate breach, is typically a flat land. Of course, there's little mountains over here, but as you travel, a lot of it is flat. So the higher area will be this windmill that's right in the middle of the dark wheat fields. More importantly, as you go ahead and do some cool freaking moves trying to scout out a cool area, you inspire a member of your party. Who would you like to grant inspiration to? And it cannot be yourself.
Ooh. I would like to inspire Cheats.
Hey! So, when you are granted inspiration, this look at this as a free roll that you can roll at advantage. The important thing of note here is when you go ahead and make the roll, you have to let me know that I'm spending my inspiration, and then you make that roll at advantage. Once the roll has already been made, you cannot spend the inspiration to make it an advantage ahead of time. And also, you can only have one inspiration at one time. And once you complete a long rest, you lose any inspiration that you've gained. So make sure to find a good use for it. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before?
How does it feel to be inspired by her?
I leave that up to you.
How exactly do you inspire my little druggy mecha cat girl?
You want the details?
Yes, with details.
Oh man, you know, maybe I spit something in your mouth.
Oh.
What the?
I see.
Yes, ma'am.
Odd.
Yes, disengage mash.
Vanya's like, I found a high spot. Spits in Sheet's mouth.
You know, all of a
Sheets
sudden
nods.
I'm really inspired.
Got a bunch of freaks in here, huh? Bunch of freaks. Okay, all right, well.
It's canonical? Okay, continue.
You all are as much the storyteller as I am. So.
I'm feeling rather inspired.
Well, that happens.
Good. I put a lot of effort into it.
You're just like,
So glad.
I found it, and then you accidentally spit, and Sheets is. But Sheets is like, oh.
You know, I'm not even.
Oh, she did find it.
Did you find it? All right. So, yikes. Before you guys arrive over at the farm, is there anything else you'd like to do? I will take that as a no.
Yeah.
And thus, we
I don't cast no spells. I just run.
I just run and get spit a lot.
I can help with that.
So fuck. All right, I'm loading things up as you guys will arrive at the gate of Kinhollow Farm. A cold air blows through Kinhollow Farm as the area seems to be especially quiet. Desolate and open, a farmer in any other place would appreciate such a large plot of land, but where one farm may be profitable in other arcs of Io. Here in Asmodia, the farms are a necessity desperately needed in operation to ensure the survival of those around. All right, you guys are free to explore the place. When I pause, that means shit is about to happen.
How light out is it right now?
It is a heavy overcast, as it always is in Asmodia. Every once in a while, you may get a little peek of sun that peers through. But it is light enough where you can see what's going on. Before you are these especially tall stone walls providing the basic minimum amount of protection from would-be invaders.
I'm gonna start sniffing around. If I smell this, what kind of troll are we looking for again?
You're looking for a troll blood. So it is it's a humanoid. It is a mortal race creature that has been transformed by a lower-ranking fiend into this sort of like feasting abomination. It is especially tall and has a craving for flesh.
Excellent. I'm gonna sniff around for.
All right, give me a perspective. Jesus, give me a perception check, please. What am I doing? Woo! All right, so a 13 as you sniff into the air. The typical dead air of Asmodia will sort of just permeate within your nose, as Gareth also kind of like looks
I was testing it.
Just kidding. Gareth does nothing. He gouges his own eyes off.
Oh my god!
I was like, man, he's good to go. Until you get the whiff of blood off to the north.
Yep, he's in there. Somewhere.
Gareth is gonna like back up against the side of this fence. Like he's seen a bunch of spy movies, so he knows how to like peek around corners. And he's gonna try and like look around the corner and see.
You look around to the dead land of the farmscape. Good
He'll,
job,
like wave
Gareth.
everybody. It's clean. Let's go.
Okay, am I still in the windmill?
You've seen the windmill. You still have to get to it.
Oh, I thought I stopped at it. And that's
No.
where it was.
So just to
okay.
pause to clarify,
Thank you.
you asked me you were looking for the highest spot that you can go at. I specified the windmill, which is in the farm, which is actually right over there.
Ah, okay, perfect. Okay.
So you
As
haven't.
we're-
You have to get there. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue. Crown.
As we're walking, I'm about to be that guy again. As we're walking, Marius sort of turns to the others.
I'll be right here beside you.
And then as he does, you would watch those hexagon-like patterns form over the crystals again, rippling over his armor, starting at his abdomen and then peeling back. And I'm going to use my at-will ability to turn invisible.
Okay. I will be right beside you, and then he vanishes.
Dad?
Just like my dad.
Dad's gone again.
Cheats, as you rush on ahead, you
She's
will...
just walking and whistling, like heel to toe, kicking forward.
You immediately spot bloody footprints with a huge spray of blood over at this chunk of earth.
Kinda bends down and looks at her little mechanical cat feet and is like, eh.
Okay, I didn't do this. This wasn't me. Wasn't me.
She like points down at them, showing them to the party.
Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't do it. Not me. Don't try to pin it on me.
Gareth is gonna reach down and try and identify what kind of blood this is.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Or survival. It's definitely blood.
Can I assist
And
him?
fresh. But that's it. You will have to roll your own medicine check. But yes,
I can do that.
since the medicine check has already been rolled.
At least I
Ooh.
thought I did. Oh,
Well,
there we go.
good news. It's not motor oil. As you go ahead and inspect the blood, you'll actually see from the patterns, it looked as if someone was being dragged along their feet before meeting their bloody end. As this looks like to be the majority of a medium-sized humanoid. Blood just sprayed over at that dirt path. As you continue to look over, you'll see the splotches of blood continuing forward here, and here, before it ends inside one of these barn buildings.
From nowhere, there's that voice again.
This is where somebody met their end. Be
Oh,
mindful.
Jeez! At least use your inside voice. You're invisible. Oh.
I'll be mindful of that next time.
Get used to it.
Zika bends over this pool of blood and starts trying to determine how fresh it is.
She's got the right idea. She's got the good stuff.
Your scent of blood gets stronger as you head off over to the west along the bloody trail.
Be mindful of our approach.
So at this point, I am going to break off and go towards the windmill
Okay.
to perch up. So.
Okay.
She's just following Vez, like Like
just
a happy,
so you all
like
know,
patting her thighs.
your tokens are in real time. So if something were to happen now, no matter where you are, that is where you are.
Yeah, she's
I would like to try to approach stealthily towards the doors of this barn.
Okay, please make a stealth check. All right. That indeed.
Also,
is a
can I
stealth
ask
check.
something else? I'm sorry. Before.
Yes, please.
Is that too far? Like, could I actually take a shot from the windmill towards
Absolutely.
that gate? Okay.
Your rifle has 150 feet of range.
Ooh, baby.
Up to
Perfect.
up to 600 feet, if you would like to take a disadvantage.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
So as the stealth attempt is made,
Sniper.
go ahead and make an athletics check as you attempt to scale up the windmill, as several things are about to happen. Oh! So we're gonna hold on that moment because that's gonna be a problem for you.
Damn it!
Just kind of like going through the list over here. Marius, what are you doing?
Marius is also approaching, sort of, again, invisible, but has his hammer sort of leveled and waiting as they get closer to the door.
Vizika, what are you doing?
She's got her nose like half down. She's following the blood.
All right. And then Cheats, what are you doing?
She is right behind Vizika with like her hands on her thighs, like, where is it? Where is it? Like I'm being her little hype man, like, what you got? What you got? What you find?
So, all of this will happen at the same time then. As you guys slowly approach the house, you'll begin to hear the sound of flesh and sinew ripping, echoing in the area as loud chomping resonates within your ears. The sound of loud chewing would be considered rude in some higher circles of nobility, but this sound is more horrific. As the door, the door and wall almost just kind of like just breaks open, as you will see this massive creature slowly walk out of the barn. The troll blood turns to you, his mouth covered and stained in blood as he stands up. He is chomping down on the long-deceased corpse of the farmer Kinhollow. As he stands up, he holds in his hands the corpse as well of a half-torn-apart cow, slamming it on the ground as some macabre club, enraged, and begins to fight for his next meal. It is here that you will all roll initiative. And I will do it for you.
Whoa. Yeah.
All right. So, Vanya, just so you are aware, while this was going on, you begin to hear the stomp in the walls, and you just kind of hear the of the troll blood walking out. And as you kind of like turn to see what's going on while you are scaling up this this very high windmill, you lose your footing and fall. So you will start your round knocked prone, falling right on your back.
Just how I like it.
Well, then you're gonna love this. You also take 5 points of falling damage.
Just how I like it.
Then you're gonna love this.
10 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
More. More.
More.
All right.
These are rookie numbers.
So, let's go ahead and begin our first encounter of Into the Shadows Breach. All right, we begin with Gareth.
Gareth is ready for action. He's going to charge in, and I'll make an attack with the two-handed maul.
Okay.
Let's see. Just hit roll on the weapon. Is that right?
Yeah. Also, if you have the hot bar, if you mouse over inventory, you can just hit your phalanx maul.
I don't. Oh wait. Aha. Okay, I see. Nice.
All right. So you just charge in as you just drag your maul up around the ground and go in for a very powerful hit. Just slamming against this troll blood, dealing 11 points of bludgeoning damage. As you just kind of watch as blood sprays out of its mouth. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes,
That's your action.
I'd like to go ahead and use my action surge for another attack.
All right, slam it down.
Yeah.
That misses. As you just immediately just whiff air.
All right, and then I will use my bonus action to deploy to shield and sword.
All right, so you immediately go for the deploy. The next attack you make with your long blade, which is now active, and now your shield is equipped, your AC will increase by 2. Your maul attack has now been disabled. The next long blade attack that you make before the until the beginning of your next round is made at advantage. But once your next round hits, you won't be able to attack with it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Or you won't get the advantage. You'll still be able to attack with it.
Right.
Does that end your round?
That does.
So, as a legendary action, that's right, we're starting with legendary actions.
What?
You'll watch as the troll blood will just kind of like inhale a little bit as this dark energy begins to surge around. And will gain 11 temporary hit points. As you just watch a shadow energy surround over Cassius Gore. And now it is officially his turn. He just goes in with the corpse slam as he takes the corpse of the cow and just slams it down on Gareth, slamming it down twice with his multi-attack. The first will hit, dealing 10 points of damage, and then the second slam goes down for a critical hit. As you just watch this viscera of the cow just scatters about you. You'll take 12 points of damage, and you will see the troll blood grin, gaining an inspiration for the crit. Vizika, it's your turn.
Well. Gonna run over here, and we're pulling out our quarter session's gonna. Hi! Where is it? Oh, there it is.
The 13 is insufficient as you just watch as the troll blood just smacks it away. Just easy, not taking any damage.
Oh, goodness. And then with martial arts, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm gonna raccoon roll the fuck out of there.
So he's turning around, about to hit you, and then you use your Rackling roll ability as a bonus action to get out of there without provoking an opportunity of attack.
Oh, he's strong.
Does that end your round?
Yeah.
All right. As a legendary action with no other target, he slams down with the corpse of the cow one more time against Gareth, missing as the viscera of the cow just scatters about. Vanya, you are prone. It takes half of your movement to get up. That sounds like a getting up sound effect. You are no longer prone.
So I will try to take a shot. I will first load my rifle with just the normal ammo.
Yep, that'll be part of your attack action, so you don't have to do any special action for that.
Okay, and then just take a shot.
All right.
Take a shot, aiming for right between the eyes.
Let's see how you do.
Yeah. Is it just a D8?
Yeah, you're just gonna use the rifle glaive rifle ability.
Where is it in inventory?
That's gonna be in your inventory. Yep.
Just rifle glaive.
Yep, just click that.
Rifle.
The rifle version. Yep.
Attack. Roll? No, attack.
Yep, that's it. All you have to do is when you mouse over in the inventory, so are you using the hotbar or are you using your character sheet?
Wait, say that again because you got cut off.
No worries. Are you using your hotbar or are you using your character sheet?
No, my character sheet.
Okay, your character sheet in Foundry, not in
Yes.
D&D Beyond. Okay. You're just going to, when you mouse over rifle, there'll be a dice.
Roll.
You'll see like a D20. You just click it, and it just does all of it for you. There shouldn't be a roll option.
There you go.
Yep, that's it. That's the one.
Yeehaw!
That's how it works. Immediately extinguishing the temporary hit points that the troll blood gained. As you watch as the shadow barrier just shatters away.
Nice.
All right. You have a move and a bonus action remaining.
Okay. I'm moving.
Okay. Just so you know, that's a lot of movement.
Is it? Okay. Where can I go?
You have.
Just tell me where to stop.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So you have a movement speed of 30 feet. You spent half of your movement to get up because you were knocked prone, which means you have 15 feet remaining. Each square is 5 feet.
All right. Not much then. Then I'm not moving. Well, no, actually I will. There you go.
All right. Does that end your round?
Yes.
Cheats.
All right. Upon seeing Veska run forward, Cheats is gonna kind of like hunker down, grip the whip at her side, and she's going to just take off.
Okay.
She takes off sprinting, these little metal legs of hers as she's running as fast as she can.
You have a movement speed of 50 feet.
Yes. I believe I've never played a rogue before, so please don't hate me.
I won't.
I might.
Okay. Wow.
Session 1.
As a bonus action, I'm going to dash.
Okay.
So that should give me 100 feet.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Good.
How do you measure like that?
There is a measure distance tool when
Oh,
you're
I
on
see.
your. Yes. More importantly, when you do that, you can press the space bar, depending on where you measure, and it'll auto move you to that spot.
Wait, I can press space bar when I'm moving?
Wow.
Or what?
When you drag the ruler, yes.
Okay, perfect.
God.
So we're gonna go, 20 feet. God, I thought it was right click where you could like hold it in place.
I actually don't know that off the top of my head.
If this isn't drag ruler, it's not going to work the same way of what we use.
I don't know what we use. I don't know this. Okay, cool. Then I don't know how I'm gonna do 100 feet. Fuck, I didn't think about this.
So every
There's
10 feet you
15.
move, you're just going. You watch as the whip just kind of begins to gain kinetic energy and it begins to spark lightly. So that's 15 feet. That's 30 feet.
Math. I don't math. 30 plus 15 is
45. I got that. It'll be right over here. Is where your spot was before. 45 continues to spark.
Math.
I'll keep track of your how much movement you've done. You're fine.
This will be 60.
Correct. As you're just running around, just as the sparks are coming.
It is like this rapid movement where she is just like 20.
That'll be 80 feet total.
And then 20 more.
All right, 100 feet. You've got 10 bonus damage attached to your whip.
And she will flip it forward and just crack it against the hide of this.
As a friendly reminder, you have inspiration, which means you could make this attack at advantage if you so desire.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted.
Then yes. Sure.
All right. Attack with your whip. That'll spend your inspiration.
I clicked the whip, but it didn't work.
If you mouse over the inventory and select Whip Accelerator - Whip, it will roll the attack. That's it. I think you hold control so that you rolled it at disadvantage. It's shit for advantage. No, you're good. We're gonna take it as a 17, which does hit. It'll deal 11 points of damage. More importantly, it'll deal 10 points of electric damage as your whip, kinetic whip is discharged. And now you can roll sneak attack because there is a target there is a friendly creature 5 feet away from what you're attacking.
That's me.
Yes. And her sneak attack, what it kind of looks like is she's pushed this like part of the whip where it pulls the whip back towards her. So it's like, and it's like this little sneaky way that this whip has these blades that just cut across the side of them.
Your sneak attack will be in your features in the hotbar, and then you just click sneak attack. That's it. Max damage sneak attack. So as you'll just watch as like Sheets runs up and then slashes up with the whip, this giant slash just as blood sprays all over, the creature taking a devastating blow.
Does that activate my slasher feat?
It may. Let me look at your slasher feat real quick. Reduce speed once per turn when you hit a creature with an attack dealing slashing damage. You can reduce the speed of the target by 10 feet. So yes, you can do that.
What about that crit hit?
When you score a critical hit, you didn't score a critical hit, so no.
Oh, I thought that's what I meant when it was green. My apologies.
No, you're good. Green just means you rolled max damage, which you did on both of them. You literally, this was a perfect attack. You rolled max on your attack, you moved at your maximum speed, and you did maximum sneak attack. Rogues, everyone, rogues. Sheets, that ends your round. You have nothing else you can do. Marius. Invisible Marius. Where is he? I don't know.
Because I'm invisible, would my
He's
attack
over
against him be
here.
at advantage?
It would be.
Perfect. This
Assuming
operator's moving then.
he doesn't know where you are.
Oh, fair. Rolling up alongside, seeing that Gareth just took some massive hits, the hammer is going to swing, that rippling effect of hexagons vanishing as the ignition hammer attempts to connect against this man.
So roll it normally, and I will then convert it into advantage if he does not see you. He does not see you. So you will deal a total of 15 points of damage, another max damage roll. Your invisibility will drop at that point.
I'm immediately going to twist my one of the levers on the hammer and activate the blast shot.
Let's fucking go. Drop that cone.
On me?
Yeah, it would be on you, and then you could use your mouse. Yep, that's perfect.
Perfect.
So, because it is a cone effect. He's going to go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw, succeeding and not taking the fire damage.
As part of my crusher feat, I'm going to push him back away from Gareth 5 feet.
Just kind of breaks through the wall.
That's my turn.
All right. Top of the round, Gareth. This thing is a terrifying creature.
He's terrified, but not intimidated. It's fine. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna move back into position. Oh wait, I've got the ruler. How do I unruler?
You have to select the top button, which looks like a little square with little dash squares. There it is.
Got it.
Let's fucking go.
Whoops. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try and hit. I don't have advantage though, right? With my sword.
Correct.
Oh, where did my toolbar go? Hotbar. Is there a way to pull that back up?
Did you close it? I should have closed it. It'll be in your lower left-hand corner, unless you moved it somewhere? Question mark. Did I do that, or did you do that?
Oh, there we go. I had to click myself. There it is.
Yeah.
All right, so long blade attack. I'm gonna see if I hit.
Let's see. That hits, dealing 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I must ask you to stop. Because as a reaction, Cassius Gore is now bloodied. You will watch as he just goes, and he'll throw the cow corpse straight against you guys in a line. As you'll just watch this thing just bounce over at everyone. So this is going to hit as many people as it can. So let's begin. We will first begin with the toss, which I
think. This is why we were coughing earlier.
Oh no, that's terrifying. Don't worry though. So here's the good news. I meant to remove that roll, so that roll does not count. I promise you, this is not me showing you mercy. All right, I'm trying to move my... 1 second.
Does this count as a ranged weapon attack?
It will. Actually, yes, it will.
I deflect missiles the cow.
Can I just say I feel just very blessed in this Chili's tonight? Just out of harm's way. So nice.
Yeah, about that. As you just watch as the corpse of the cow just
stop it!
And the corpse just slams against the back of the windmill. So now I will make 4 attacks. This we will first start with Gareth. That will not break through your armor class. Marius, 22. Will that hit?
That hits.
This is actually considered range, so I will roll that because there are people in melee. That's a disadvantage, so that doesn't hit. Cheats, also a disadvantage. What's Cheats' armor class? 14? Also doesn't hit. Good news, Vanya. No one got hit. Maybe you'll also feel that. Maybe. Yes, that will also miss. As it just the corpse of the cow just and just scatters all over the back of the windmill.
Thank God.
That was his reaction.
Holy shit.
I promise you, I don't hold back. All right, you may continue your turn, Gareth.
Okay, so this probably should have gone first, but it doesn't matter too much. I was gonna spend a superiority dice to use distracting strike.
Yeah, go for it.
Which,
yeah, the reaction is the moment his hit points drop below that, which it did upon that attack.
So this would add to the damage that I dealt to him, as well as give the next person that attacks him other than me advantage.
Let's fucking go.
So I guess... Oh, do I roll a 1d8 for the superiority die?
Distracting strike, correct?
Correct.
Boo-boo. Yes, there's actually a superiority die in your active abilities and feature. You'll just click the superiority dice.
I see it. I click 7 points of damage. You can expend what spirit is to add that to the total damage of the next roll against the target by there, and then yes, so next attack made against him will be at advantage. Excellent. That's it for me.
All right, as a legendary action, we'll continue to surge. The shadowy energies will surround over Cassius Gore, gaining a little bit of temporary hit points. And now that he is enraged, good news is he can no longer attack with his cow. Bad news is his slams now do maximum damage, and his strength score increases to a 21, meaning he will also deal bonus damage, and his abilities to hit will also increase. So, corpse attack, boom, boom, boom. Cassius regains him, boom, boom, boom. 21, and inflicts, it does slam. So, during Cassie's turn, he's going in with the bloodied slam. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. This is always a fun thing to go with. 1 is Cheats, and 2 is Gareth. Both attacks will attack the same person. Cheats! Both of those will hit.
Here, I believe at disadvantage.
Shouldn't be. Is the distracting strike I attack at disadvantage, or the next person attacks at advantage?
No, they get advantage against him.
No, I mean, I think, because of my archetype, he gets a disadvantage.
Oh, what's
That
your
was if you had moved away.
I know there's something that has disadvantage. I was reading through it.
Which one would it be? The fancy footwork or creature rakish audacity? You give yourself bonus initiative rolls. I'm taking a look here. Rogue archetype, 3rd level. You choose an archetype. What archetype did you choose? The swashbuckler, correct?
I think I did. I thought there was something I read. I'm sorry.
Are you
No,
talking
no,
about
it's okay.
Uncanny Dodge? That's
We're
fifth
checking.
level.
Oops. Ignore that.
Smiling face.
I unfortunately do not see anything where you don't take a disadvantage to attack, unfortunately. So, cunning action, nope. So I have to, unfortunately, attack with normally, and both of those will hit, dealing 26 points of damage. As you just watch as Cheats just takes all this damage from this bloodied, enraged creature slamming down on everything. Vizika, it's your turn.
Oh my god, that looked like it hurt. I'll avenge you. All right, I'm gonna head on over here and I'm gonna take advantage of that advantage. And oh wait, sorry. 2 seconds. Can I, if I do? Okay, got it. And then I'm gonna.
That'll hit. 7 points of damage dealt.
Excellent. And then also, is there anywhere for him to be shoved from 5 more feet?
I mean, yeah, you'd be able to shove him. Are you using your crusher feat?
No, the staff. It's on hit with staff. I can choose to push the target 5 feet.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's right. I did give you that. All right, here we go.
Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna take another step in there. And then I'm gonna use one key, do a flurry of blows, and just smack him in the face a couple of times.
So this wall's destroyed. That wall's destroyed. Ignore those walls.
Excellent. All right. How do I just click it? Is that for both strikes?
You will have to click it again. Yes.
Okay.
Just make sure and that's 1 key point, so we're gonna drop that down to
Yes.
3. Both hit, dealing 9 points of damage.
Excellent. And well, I think. Well, I can't raccoon roll anymore, so now I'm just gonna kind of go around here.
Okay.
That's it.
As a legendary action, turns over to you, really pissed off. This tiny little rackling has pushed it down, and is going to slam you down at advantage for 13 points of damage. Wait, what's your armor class?
16.
Oh, it is 16. It just meets 13 points of damage.
You're big and stupid and ugly.
Vanya.
Yes. I see that I am not in line of sight anymore, huh?
Good news is your movement
Yes.
speed is 30 feet, so you can always reposition yourself.
Hope that's enough. Let's see. Okay. So I will try. Well, I will load my rifle again and take another shot.
All right. Let's see how you do. Oh, that definitely hits, dealing 10 points of damage.
Ooh, yeah.
Does that end your round?
I will take the rest of my movement. How much is left?
I think you moved 15.
Yeah. And that'll have to be something that you track because I won't be able to keep track.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right, Sheets.
Ooh. She's upon taking those hits, right? There's like a mechanical just gust of wind sound from her mask, and she's gonna travel a long way.
So you're gonna do a back and forth?
Yep.
Okay.
So it'll be 20 feet. How do I?
You can also move with the WASD keys or your arrow keys if you find that to be easier.
20 feet this way.
Okay, 40 feet.
And
Are you having trouble moving?
no, I'm just. Why did I pick this? I hate math. And 10 this way.
That'll be 30 feet.
We talked about how much math this was gonna be.
I know! Idiot! Bonus action, she's going to pull the little flask off her hip and down the Sentinels Flask.
Let's fucking go. Glug glug. You have 2 charges. How many uses would you like to spend?
Just one.
Okay. I will roll for you now. That will be, we will roll 1. Boom. And a boom. You will heal for 10 hit points. Which I think has already been applied. I'm
and when she does so, it's like she shoves it into the port on her mask, right? And so it just like filters into her lips and like mouth. She'll pull it away and like put it back in her hip and shake out her limbs, right? And like shake out her mechanical legs and just hop a few times and she'll be right back into it.
Woohoo! You have moved 30 feet so far.
I believe I have 50 feet, right?
Correct.
Right, where's my math?
You have 20 feet remaining.
Right. And she will move back to, I forget, does the whip have range? I don't remember, and I can't, it doesn't tell me anything about the whip on my page. Oh, it's just a, just has a name.
It says 10 feet reach.
10 feet, okay, cool. She's gonna 20 feet back to here.
Okay. All right.
That whip just like out behind her and she's gonna swing.
Okay. I don't know why it's not attacking. I didn't roll anything. Go ahead and press the button again, please.
Is it still at advantage?
It is not because the attack was made already by Vez. Vez took the advantage, so. Go ahead and mouse over inventory, and yeah, just click your whip auxiliary whip. Perfect. It'll deal 8 points of damage, an additional 5 points of electric damage, as you'll see the whip kind of like relax over at that point. And you are applicable for sneak attack.
I'm always applicable for sneak attack.
LOL. That is true.
And it just wraps into the flesh of this thing and just and pulls it back.
5 points of damage. That's action, movement, and bonus action. That will end your round. Marius.
I will sneak my reaction for anything else.
How does flanking work, Brett?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Oh. Okay. Can I, with the walls broken down, can I get in here?
Yes, because he's 2 categories than you. You can move underneath them or move around them.
To sort of open up to ensure
Oh,
that
sorry.
sniper.
My apologies. He's one size category around. Unfortunately, he is blocking that way. You will not be able to get there.
Understood. Rushing forward, operator moving, he's going to slam the hammer back, sort of catching it on the harness that's there. That prosthetic arm is going to begin crackling with this sort of yellow hue across it, and he's going to rear back and strike with a Thunder Gauntlet punch.
Let's fucking go. You have missed.
Understood. That's my turn.
All right. Gareth. It looks like he's on his last legs.
Gareth will move in. You said those walls are destroyed, right?
Correct.
All right, so Gareth's moving in. Doing his best to protect Vizika. And I'll do an attack with the longsword.
Let's go. That will hit 6 points of damage.
Let's see. Is the target large?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use trip attack then with my superiority dice to try and knock him down. And then this also, yeah, you're good. I think it also adds the damage. Great.
That's a pretty pogger damage right there.
Super pogs.
We call that a big poggy woggy moment.
Yeah. And he's got to make a strength save.
Strength save.
13.
Success.
All right.
He just had a big poggy moment.
With my free action, I'll pat Vizika on the head.
Pat.
Oh, thanks.
Vizika, you've been rolls dice. Pat on the head.
Can I roll for inspiration? If I
you
get like
can't.
3 20s in a row.
It's not your turn. It's not your turn. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm the dungeon master. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, get her. Jeez.
I'm done.
All right, cool.
Spiritually inspired then.
As a legendary action, you're just gonna watch as Cassius Gore just backhands Gareth as a response to trying to be tripped, dealing 13 points of damage. And then on his turn, I'm gonna roll a 1d3 and let the dice decide. 1 is going to be Marius, 2 is going to be Gareth, 3 is going to be Vizika, where all attacks are going to be going in that direction. Well,
oh no!
It looks like Gareth is getting the blunt. Let's fucking go!
I'm dead.
Bam! Both miss as you hold the shield up. This guy is just slamming you down. No damage dealt. Vizika, it's your turn.
Holy crap!
Damn.
God, he's cool.
How dare you?
Yeah, just in her head.
You hit the man that pinned me. I don't know why you sound like a.
You.
Oh shit! Vizika, how do you dispatch of this foe?
The staff in both hands, swinging it around, getting red in the face, little cute, like nose twitching angrily, like, you hit the man that bit me! Bonk! It just comes crashing down with a magnificent leap.
As the lumbering corpse falls, ending the encounter.
Nice work there. Good job, everyone.
Well fought.
Is everyone okay?
There's a moment where he sort of turns. You would watch as that prosthetic hand reaches down and he produces this. It's about 6 to 8 inches, this vial with a hypodermic needle at the end. And he would, sort of looking to Gareth, very quickly sort of inject it, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Wounds.
Restoring Gareth for 5 points.
That feels good. Thank you. You have a lot of tools there.
It's my job. But you deserved it. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Literally made it tools.
As the
This bromance is kind of adorable.
as the corpse lays dead at your feet, you will see as the cursed blood that transformed this poor man into Cassius Gore will begin to sort of permeate and form at the chest cavity that has just been opened up by your savage attacks. You'll watch as this blood begins to form into an orb of dark power, hovering over Cassius Gore. You are familiar with this because there are spiritualists within the Sentinels that can transform the dark energies into powerful tools that will assist you on your journey. What can you create with the orb of Cassius Gore? We'll find that out next time on Into the Shadows Breach. Woo, 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 woo.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for playing.
Whew!
Yay!
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
How'd you guys enjoy that?
We have to end now.
We do have to end now. How'd you guys enjoy that one-off?
That was great.
What do you mean?
That was
What?
amazing.
We're coming back next week, right?
what?
Done?
Wait, what? Wait.
Just kidding, just kidding. Just D&D jokes. I have to. I'm sorry. Don't cry. Wait, it was a joke, dude. I'm sorry.
Come back.
Wait, come back. Well, but that, yeah, so there will be some precious loot for you waiting next week that you guys get to choose. And then you will begin your adventure over there. Now, I do want to ask this because we did not get to it. I will actually activate this now. So next session, after you leave the farm and return back to Colkirk, taking your final long rest within the defense of the sanctuary of Colkirk, you'll be given a choice. You can take the longer yet safer route over to the south, crossing through the Kinhollow farm and heading through the Empire's Reach. This will take a longer time to reach the gate breach, but your travels will be a little safer. Or, if you seek a challenge, you can head off to the north, where there are definitely more threats. That is the direction that Mikhail and his group of hunters have gone through as well.
So maybe they've cleared the way for us. Who's to say?
Where can we fish?
Gareth is actually already with them. So.
Gareth is just, he's gone.
To answer the question, yes, you can fish no matter where you choose.
Oh.
So
Does
really,
the dangerous place yield better fish?
It probably would, because there would not be much of a society because of the dangerous shadow creatures to the north. There aren't a lot. There are very few settlements because of how dangerous it is. But
are they good fish or like void fish, like poison fish?
What's the difference?
You don't. I mean, you can make any fish a void fish with some void salts.
That's true.
Void meth. I've heard of it.
Heard of? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Unlikely story.
So the question I give you, because this will influence your next session, do you want long and safe to the south, or short and more condensed and more challenging to the north?
This is the long and safe route. I mean, we get more sessions with you, Brett.
No, it does not. You will have the same amount of sessions. You will have the same amount of sessions whether you go north to the south. This is your difficulty. This is your difficulty selection. Do you want more challenging or something a little easier?
How would you rank the difficulty of today's fight? Like on a scale of 1 to 100, today's fight, and then the easy path, and then the difficult path.
The easy path will be slightly easier than this encounter. Slightly.
Oh, easier than this encounter?
Slightly.
Well,
the longer path.
Okay.
The difficulty will definitely add to the challenge.
When you say the more difficult path, is it like combat every session?
I mean, so because you're
I
in
guess there will
Asmodia,
be combat every session.
there is definitely
Regardless.
the ability of combat every session. However, you are able to take downtime as you continue your travels, and you are more than welcome to have sessions that consists of downtime if you'd like. You don't have to push forward every session if that is something that you don't want to do. And that, again, is the same thing, whether you choose the north or south.
I like loot. I know scary things drop loot.
Yeah.
I want to go the hard path.
I
It will be more
reward.
There will be more rewards in the yes.
I did jokes that way.
The rewards scale
rewards.
with the difficulty. So
What about
Yes.
you?
Yes,
Okay,
maybe
I'll
more
go that way.
food and booze.
indeed.
Some ground beef, maybe.
Oh,
So-
I liked it with you and
Some
Grant.
frozen eggs.
Frozen eggs.
Frozen eggs.
So will you
How
be?
I miss them.
Is it fair to say you'll be taking the north path, or are you looking for something a little bit more?
Oh, to
easier?
the north we go.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's what I say.
What's the one you have least prepared, Dungeon Master? I want to go that one.
Oh,
the
snap.
least prepared route.
Snap.
I both paths have equal preparedness.
Ooh.
I would like to swim in the ocean.
Where's our
Let's
beach
I
episode?
would like
at?
to go back.
looking around. So your ocean is a sea of stars, as you can actually walk off the world. The world is shattered, after all. Indeed, indeed.
I
All
think
right.
hard.
Going into
So
space.
Everybody
it's
wants to do.
so it sounds like the north path is what you guys would like, correct?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm not pushing that on anyone. All right, north it is for glory.
Pushy.
For glory. I'm not
Death and
pushy.
glory.
Where are these rails coming from? Oh my god.
What do you mean rail? I tell you not to sound. Unbelievable. How dare you, fellow dungeon master? The fuck?
Could I have deflected that cow if it was thrown at me? I need to know.
No, I'm thinking.
I mean, you said it was a missile.
What a horrifying prospect.
Yes.
I couldn't have caught it because it's not small enough for me to hold in one hand.
I have an answer, but I cannot give it to you because I don't do what ifs to events that have already happened.
I see. I guess you
Yes.
will just have to find another cow and somebody has to grab it. All right, I
Don't
have
count on
another
me. I
question.
have to see if this works.
Can we
So-
drag the deceased body of Madame Elark's husband with us back to the place
Oh
so
my
that they can try to
Drag
revive
it.
it?
Like,
Well-
not even like carry it. Just drag it.
Well,
They
my
have somebody that's strong enough and magic enough to bring that person back to life if she has the money to pay.
You're-
She owns a
you're-
farm. Huh?
You're gonna have to find out next time.
My
I
God.
cannot answer these questions. We are.
Let me spit in his mouth.
Like
See if that
I'll
helps.
run there.
The session has concluded, and now we are on to the bingo and the fan art section of today's episode.
Bingo?
Bingo! We do bingo on our Discord. Thanks to our resident bingo duck, we do a little bingo sheet. The audience predicts what may happen, and that gets placed into a bingo square, and we see if we get a bingo bongo. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll actually show you how it works right now by sharing the screen with you. Share the load. Share the load. Share the screen. And here.
Thank you, Master.
Go. Hated that. Generate card! Into the Shadows Breach, Episode 1, The Hunter's Call. So, Hyo Shrine / Worship. I did mention there was a Church of Hyo, so I will check that off. Party tries crafting.
You're jarring.
Nopers, you didn't try that.
I didn't get an opportunity.
DM inside joke. I don't think we had a DM inside joke. A new type of devil is encountered. Nope. Party discovers devil cultist in Colkirk. Nope. Brett and Crowned share a DM moment. What's that?
Yeah, you did. You did.
You did? All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Right?
What?
I think any moment with
It was. Are you trying to take over the DM session?
Oh yeah, that was a DM moment. Yeah,
definitely.
Momo laugh.
That's a free square.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Did Momo enjoy herself in any capacity? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check that off. By the way, chat, can we get a bingo?
breath.
Yeah, can we get a bingo square that says the DM breathed? I think we should include that for next week. Party discovers history of pre-war of Shadows of Asmodia. Not as of yet. Phase 2 lore. We went into that a little bit, yes. Asmodeus name drop, I did do that. Brett takes Momo's blankie again. No, what?
Can't have it!
It's mine! Combat occurs. Nodders. Welcome to the bingo. Wish you all good luck and feel free to lawyer as much as you want for squares. Indeed. PC or NPC has phase 2 hero lineage or ancestor. Nope. One or more of the PCs has a criminal background.
Well, no. That's personal information.
That depends.
It depends on like right. Where,
I'm gonna check this off because if the answer wasn't no, that means you definitely have a criminal background.
Right there, officer. That one.
That one. There's the criminal. Party goes to the potato fields. No. Momo talks about Hayo. No, I did not hear a thing about Hayo. The defeat of the Shadow Veil characters in other campaigns is referenced. No. One of the PCs is an Asmodean human. We have 2 Asmodean humans in the party, actually. The party gets lost. Just gets lost.
That'd be hilarious.
Fucking gets lost to the farm. Where are we? New lore for the Lord of Shadow. A little bit. Now, cursed RP.
Well, now.
This is something...
Can we check that twice?
Yeah, this is something I historically give the players to say, was there cursed RP? I'm gonna check it because I believe there definitely was cursed spit RP. PCs or NPCs have edgy names up to player or Brett's choice. Do we have any edgy names in the party anywhere?
Edgy?
Edgy names? Like, is anyone just a real edgelord currently?
I mean, Gareth, I guess.
Steel Fist.
Steel Fist is pretty edgy.
That's kind of edgy.
Well, all right.
I don't know.
Someone uses an IO created subclass. Nope. Someone mixes up devils for demons. Nope. No bingo. Womp womp.
Wait, IO created subclass?
Yeah, I've got lots of fun subclasses for custom shit. Not races, subclasses.
I should have read those.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Carry on.
No, why are you crying? No bingos. Honestly, I feel like session 1 bingos are pretty challenging.
What happens when we get bingo?
Oh, we go bingo, yay! And then that's it. That's it.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
That's exciting though.
We've got some fan art. This one
Is
I
it
already.
the spit in mouth?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
US.
Thank you.
Why are you like this? Give me the blanket.
Nice. Look at those little guys.
I made this. I made this.
Oh, I can't fit a new game in my schedule, or can I? This is campaign number 5, but I'm only running 4 campaigns a week. It's fine. It's fine.
Nice
copium.
Right.
Let's begin. Yum.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Ground beef and frozen eggs.
Naomi, you did this, by the way. Like
You're
you
welcome.
did this. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
you.
have some ground beef and butter
the
later.
good stuff. Gulp.
Gareth is like, what the fuck?
Look at my little racklings.
That's so cute.
They're adorable. Holy shit, they're adorable.
Look at my boy.
That is so cute.
Is that chicken leg?
What's a death flag? If I get killed. What's a
Death.
What's a
Holy
death
shit.
flag?
It's a red flag. but you can't see it.
Gareth, got
Oh.
The lad.
Oh man.
So God, Bearbot, you worked so fucking quickly. So Bearbot's our resident fan artist who does fan art events, and has 2 events going on. One, there is a trading card event where fan artists can make trading cards for a little fun card game that Bearbot made, and more importantly, has left templates for cards, all sorts of cards and icons, and yeah. Bearbot. Awesome. Bearbot also recently included nice little foil there, but also include these little raccoons that you can attach to your fan art as their drawing. Bearbot did this for my birthday that I celebrated last week.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh shit! Happy belated birthday!
Thank you.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Hold on.
What?
Naomi would absolutely have a music box just ready to go. So Bearbot made cards of you guys. A drunken raccoon. Protect this one.
Oh my god!
So cute.
How's she even cuter?
Cheats. Cheats can only attack on high rolls. Whenever Cheats rolls low, stun for 1 round. Drugs are good.
Drugs are good.
Vanya
Amazing.
needs that alcohol and can only attack on odd rolls. Even rolls attack allies. Marius!
That's fair.
Gives a +0/+1 to every fellow shadow hunter.
God damn.
Ooh.
Nice.
And Gareth Steelfist gains a +1/+0 for every ally shadow hunter.
Yeah.
See the bro? Look at this bromance. Look at this right now.
Look at that bear.
That's a lad.
How did you guys make this art so quickly? So there's the
Oh, you.
oh no!
No.
Sad.
He does.
Cow.
Oh my god!
I just love it. I love it. Holy shit. That's
Smiley face.
That's amazing.
That's some orange Steve shit right there.
Hello.
Oh my god. Hello.
Hello.
I'm your support operator.
Dancing where he just goes up and down and his little legs bend.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Look at this.
Ooh, that's a hell of a shot.
It is.
Yeah.
A little shocked.
And Boba Fetty, new fan artist, had to draw this. And how?
Oh my fucking god.
Why?
How?
Kidding me right now?
Was drawn this session. How?
Holy shit.
Wife.
No, she's my wife.
This is
Spit in my
amazing.
mouth. Get
Holy
away,
crap.
bitch.
Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Waifu.
What?
All right, well, guys,
Well,
thank you.
shit.
Thank you so much. This was a fun first session, and I'm excited to be DMing you guys next week, and the week after, and the week next week. That week I'll probably be off for take a little mental break, but and then I just continue on with that for a while. So thank you guys so much for playing. I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for having us.
Can't wait.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.